Have you ever noticed that on payday, for a few minutes, you feel rich? That's not an illusion. It's a mechanism. And it's the first piece of a belief system that's been quietly running in the background of your life, convincing you that smart people like you are just supposed to stay comfortable, not free. I know a guy, I'll call him Marcus, 38, project manager, 12 years at the same company. Marcus is smart. Genuinely. He reads, he thinks, he can explain compound interest better than most financial advisors. And yet, every month, whatever's left over disappears into something reasonable. A better laptop, a weekend trip that he's earned, a course that will finally get him promoted. Marcus never wastes money carelessly. He spends with justification, and that's exactly why he never sees the pattern underneath it. Here's the thing nobody tells smart people. Intelligence doesn't protect you from staying broke. It just makes your excuses more sophisticated. Marcus can rationalize almost any financial decision because he's good with words and good with logic. But being good at explaining a decision isn't the same as making the right one. Somewhere along the way, Marcus built a hidden belief that stability is the reward for being smart, and that reaching for more would be reckless, almost embarrassing, like admitting the stability wasn't enough. Daniel Kahneman's research on loss aversion explains part of this. The pain of losing something weighs almost twice as heavy on the brain as the pleasure of gaining the same thing. That's why Marcus, and probably you, would rather keep a mediocre but certain paycheck than take a calculated risk that could multiply it. It's not laziness. It's biology working against your freedom, because at some point, security became more urgent than growth. That moment has passed. The strategy is still running. There's a second, quieter layer here too. The anchoring effect of a fixed salary. The number that lands in your account every month becomes, without you noticing, the ceiling of your financial imagination. You stop dreaming about earning 10 times more because 10 times more doesn't even register as a real possibility anymore. Just a distant fantasy, like winning the lottery. A fixed salary isn't just a number, it's a frame, and you stop seeing anything outside that frame. Marcus has never calculated what those 12 years actually cost him in terms of what he could have built. He's never run that number because that number hurts, and it's easier not to run it than to feel the result. This has a name too. Comfort paralysis. Inertia disguised as prudence. You tell yourself you're waiting for the right moment, when really you're avoiding the discomfort of acting without a guarantee. But here's the twist most people miss. The hidden belief system wasn't built with concrete. It was built with repetition. Every time you choose the familiar path over the possible one, you renew that belief for another month. And nobody's going to tell you the contract doesn't expire on its own. It only expires when you consciously decide to stop renewing it. Before I keep going, I need to show you something I built after understanding exactly what we're talking about here. It's called the Free Your Mind Kit. 3 tools that work together. The ebook is 35 pages of real psychological financial diagnosis, not saving tips, a map of the invisible patterns that trap people with stable income, the stability. Cost Calculator is an interactive tool. You plug in your own numbers, and it shows you the real cost of not acting, in wealth, in time, in postponed freedom. And the mental reprogramming audio scripts are 3 tracks, 7 to 12 minutes each, made to listen to when you wake up or before bed, working on identity and action, where knowledge alone doesn't reach. They work together. The ebook builds intellectual awareness. The calculator builds emotional awareness. The audio works on identity. It's not a course, no subscription, lifetime access. All for $9. The link is in the description, whenever you're ready. Back to it. Recognizing the pattern isn't the same as breaking it. You can watch this video, agree with every word, feel that familiar knot in your stomach, and tomorrow morning go right back to autopilot. I've lived that. There was a stretch where I knew, with almost unbearable clarity, that I was trading decades of possibility for the weekly feeling of safety. And even knowing it, it took me time to act. Because knowing hurts less than changing. What breaks the pattern isn't motivation. It's one small first move, made even while afraid, that proves to your brain that stability doesn't collapse when you risk a fraction of it. Marcus started there. For the first time in 12 years, he set aside a small amount, not to spend, not to park in the same account as always, but to actually study a real alternative source of income. It didn't change his life overnight, but it broke the belief. And a belief broken once is easier to break again. You don't need to flip the table. You need to stop pretending you don't see it. There's something nobody tells you about this kind of change. It doesn't feel brave from the inside. From the outside, maybe. Someone watching might call it courage. But inside, what you feel is discomfort, doubt, and an almost physical pullback toward autopilot. That's normal. It doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It means you're stepping out of a system built over years to keep you comfortable even when comfortable means stuck. Marcus, 6 months after that first move, told me something I haven't forgotten. I didn't get rich, but I stopped being afraid of my own bank statement. That's the real beginning, not the arrival. The employee identity, the deepest layer of all, is the last one to fall. Because it was never really about money. It's about who you believe you're allowed to become. If what you just heard made sense, the Free Your Mind kit goes deeper. The link is in the description. Your paycheck covers the bills. Only you decide what it will never cover: the price of your freedom.